Happy Halloween, everybody.
Hey!
We are here celebrating my favorite holiday by eating candy and drinking whiskey.
We're going to be pairing Halloween candy with different whiskeys around the world. All right, so tonight we're going to be pairing 10 different whiskeys with 10 different Halloween candies. And all of these whiskeys are different types. So we got bourbons, we got Irish whiskeys, we got Scotch, we got sherry cask, we got all kinds of stuff to bring for you tonight.
Yeah, if you thought that whiskey was only supposed to be paired with some high-class culinary stuff, think again. We got ourselves some really, really good whiskeys to pair with some really, really good Halloween candy.
Yeah.
Without further ado, we're gonna start this video off right now. We're gonna start it off hot. We're gonna drink 10 different whiskeys and hope that we're still standing by the time that we finish.
So for our first pairing of the evening, we're going straight for the OG.
Yes.
We're going OG Halloween candy paired with an OG bourbon.
We're not messing around here, guys.
No.
Not messing around.
No. So we've got Reese's peanut butter cups. For anybody that's gone trick-or-treating before, whenever you get one of these, jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, we have to pair it with the OG of bourbons, Buffalo Trace.
Yes, we do. So bourbon is known for having a lot of that sweet caramel and vanilla notes. And that's gonna go really, really nicely with that peanut butter and chocolate that you're gonna get from a Reese's peanut butter cup. Mm. Oh, I love Buffalo Trace.
So good.
So good.
All right, we pair this nicely.
You know, I feel like the bourbon really accentuated the flavor of the peanut butter.
Hands down. So it definitely brings out the nuttier notes. So that peanut butter, which is lingering from the Reese's, brings out the vanilla and caramel even more.
Yeah.
And it makes it even better, in my opinion. So if you're having, or if you're hosting a Halloween party and you want the adults to have some fun too, I think this would be a good fun way. And so you don't have to take all of these, but if you have some of these on hand, then I definitely recommend trying it because I think you'll be surprised on how good it is.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't recommend doing all 10 of these.
That's true.
You're probably going to be on your face.
Yeah.
We might be on our faces by the time we're done with this. You might see Woody like you've never seen Woody before.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Good one.
This next one is going to be super divisive because you either hate this or you love it. Personally, I hate it, but we're going to taste it anyway.
Yeah, I hate it too. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
There's two candies that we're going to try today that I absolutely abhor. I hate with a passion. This is one of them.
I think this is going to be the same for most people. And we're just going to get right into it. We got candy corn. This is, I don't know how this became a staple of Halloween, but it's disgusting. However, we are going to try it. And for this one, we are going to pair it with a wheated bourbon. And we got the sweet wheat version of 1792.
Oh, I love it.
This one comes in at around 15 to 20% wheat, so it's even higher than most wheated bourbons out there.
That sweetness is going to pair really nicely with the candy corn. And hey, maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe we will now like candy corn because of the 1792.
That's a great outlook.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
I've tried some terrible things before. That when you pair them with whiskey, they surprisingly
Makes it
taste
a little
good.
better.
Yeah, there you go. Even the packaging sucks. Oh, that is very nice.
Yeah. Well,
It's surprisingly
okay.
It's surprisingly passable.
Okay. Wow.
This is really nice.
Even whiskey makes candy corn passable.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually,
Okay. I am very surprised right now.
I am very impressed. I'm gonna tell you guys this: if you have candy corn, which you probably do, by the end of Halloween, and you have kids that don't like candy corn, which you probably do by the end of Halloween, you take this candy corn, you take this 1792 sweet wheat, and you eat them and drink them together.
Like, what a perfect pairing.
This is an incredible pairing.
Good Lord.
This was definitely a very nice surprise.
Yeah, I'm even going to have one more.
I am too.
All right.
There you go. I should have had the bourbon first.
Yeah, I know. I thought that too.
So next in line is my favorite Halloween candy. So you said the OG was Reese's. Mm-hmm. Not that I want to disagree, but to me the OG is Snickers.
Oh.
I cannot live without Snickers in my life. And there's no Halloween that's a good Halloween without Snickers.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what are we going to be pairing with that Snickers tonight?
I think we should pair it with some rye.
You mean this?
I mean that.
We got some Sazerac rye right here.
We got Sazerac rye. Absolutely. You know, so there's some ryes that are very spicy. Mm-hmm. What I like about Sazerac, first of all, it's affordable. This is about as affordable as Snickers. And the rye is not overpowering. It's a little sweet, and it still has some of the vanilla notes, which I think go very, very nicely with Snickers.
I'm going to have some more Sazerac now.
You do it. I'm just enjoying life right now.
I'll wait for you. Woody's having a moment. That's a great pairing. The nuttiness and the Snickers and the spiciness of the rye go perfect together.
Perfectly. Oh, this is so nice. I am in heaven right now.
That's such a good choice.
Oh, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You know, the Sazerac is not incredibly spicy for a rye. Mm-hmm. And the Snickers really brings out a little bit of that spice. Mm-hmm. I think that if you had anything that was spicier, like a Willet, for example, then I think it's going to completely overpower the Snickers. Yeah. This is a really, really nice pairing.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I'm ready to move on to the next one.
I am too.
Let's do it. All right, so next we're going to do Kit Kat
and Macallan.
Oh, who would have thought, huh?
Oh.
I host a lot of whiskey pairings with food tastings, and I usually finish the night with a Macallan paired with a dessert, because the sherry cask and the sweetness from the malted barley go really, really nicely with chocolate, specifically dark chocolate. We have right here the regular Kit Kat. If you have the dark chocolate Kit Kat, I think that's going to be even better.
Like, these two accentuate each other perfectly. For our next pairing, this is the one I was looking forward to the most out of all of them. We're going to be pairing Twix, and we're going to pair the Twix with Sagamore Rye Double Oaked Whiskey. So recently we did our favorite double oaked whiskeys, and Sagamore is definitely on that list. This one, oh my God. So we're going to pair this with Twix and see how that goes. So the reason we're pairing the Twix with the double oak is the cookie and the caramel from the Twix is going to pair really well with the deep caramel and the double oak flavor of the rye whiskey here.
Absolutely.
That is an amazing, amazing double oaked rye whiskey. Oh my God.
Is it just me, or does candy taste better with whiskey?
100%. The double oaked and the Twix together, it brings out almost a woody flavor for both of them. Like they're excellent together.
It almost smokes the Twix a little bit.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it sweetens the double oak. It just pairs really nicely together.
Yeah. For our next pairing, we've got
Milk Duds.
and a sherry cask finished whiskey. So the idea here was that the caramel and the chocolate from the Milk Duds would pair really nice with the sherry cask and the fruit forward finish of this whiskey.
So we chose the Rabbit Hole Derringer. Not only because I love Rabbit Hole, I feel like they have some really, really fantastic whiskeys. But this particular bourbon that's been finished in a sherry cask really has a lot of those sherry notes.
I could already tell though the Milk Duds are going to go very well
I hope so.
with the sherry cask.
Because I don't want to chew another one.
No.
Oh. Yeah, that's a very nice pairing.
Wow. Yeah, that really brings out that caramel from the Milk Dud.
It really brings out the sherry as well. The sherry cask.
Yeah, they both play off each other very well.
So now we got our next pairing.
Yep. This is one of my favorite overall whiskeys that we're going to try next.
And we're going to try it with Butterfingers.
And we're going to pair the Butterfinger with Redbreast 12, which is an Irish whiskey.
So the Redbreast 12 is incredibly smooth, being that it's triple distilled single malt whiskey. And I feel like the flavor profiles are going to go really, really nicely with the buttery toffee crunch of a Butterfinger.
I can already tell this is going to pair perfect with the Butterfinger.
Yes.
Because you even get toffee notes in the Irish whiskey too.
Yes, you do.
This was a match made in heaven.
The chocolate itself is so much more elevated
Yeah.
after trying it with the redbreast.
Yep. This has been one of my favorites so far.
I was about to say that. If I had to rank these right now, this one is my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
The redbreast with the Butterfinger.
Wow.
So for our next tasting, we have Japanese whiskey with Twizzlers. Which is my least favorite candy from them all.
Yeah.
I still do not know why Twizzlers is even a thing.
If you're one of those people that hands out Twizzlers at Halloween, stop.
Do us all a favor. Do your children a favor. Do the world a favor. Let the world know that Twizzlers should not exist.
Yeah.
However, we're going to take one for the team. And we're going to try Twizzlers with Taketsuru, which is a nice Japanese whiskey. It's affordable and it's incredibly smooth.
Hey, you never know. The candy corn worked out with the wheated bourbon.
You're right.
So the Twizzler may work out great with this too.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Now, the reason we chose Japanese whiskey to pair with Twizzlers, because Twizzlers has that kind of red, fruity flavor to it.
Is it really fruity? Because to me, it's like wax and artificial
I
flavor.
mean, fake fruit. Anyway, the Japanese whiskey has fruity floral notes to it. So we're hoping that it brings out the fruitiness of the Twizzler. So the Japanese whiskey does the Twizzler a favor by enhancing it quite a bit. It even brings out some floral notes that I wasn't picking up before, but actually works pretty well.
They're both a little on the mellow side. I feel like the malt from the Japanese whiskey is enhanced also by the Twizzlers. So it somehow works.
We're down to our final two tastings here between Halloween candy and whiskey.
So we're going to pair Skittles with flavored whiskey.
And we got for this one, All Smoky Salted Watermelon. This is going to be quite the flavor punch.
So the key with pairing whiskey with something like Skittles that has a very strong, sweet and sour flavor is you want to pair it with a flavored whiskey that also has those sweet flavors. So you don't want to pair it with a flavored whiskey that has like peanut butter or whatever. You want to pair it with something that has some sweet notes. So we got the salty watermelon, and I think that's going to be perfect with the Skittles. Well, I get salt, and I get watermelon.
Jeez. I just get like, all right, you remember the candy Airheads?
Yes! I get total airheads in this.
I think that would be a great candy pairing with this one as well. All right. Perfect.
And again, like we mentioned, with several different whiskeys now, the candy is elevated by the whiskey.
Yep.
And it almost brings out some more unique flavors of the Skittles that you wouldn't necessarily expect. The salt is very, very subtle, but it adds just enough complexity to the Skittles.
And if it's possible, it even brings out more fruity notes in
Yeah.
both the whiskey and the Skittles.
It doesn't always have to be high class, $60 bottles. It could be a flavored whiskey.
Yeah. However, we are going to do a hard pivot because this final tasting is one that might blow your socks off.
This is insane.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Never thought this would work, but it absolutely does.
And it works so well.
So without further ado, we're going to move on to our final tasting.
We're going to be pairing Sour Patch Kids.
And what could possibly pair with Sour Patch Kids?
Nothing at all.
Nothing. Except Ardbeg Ugadile.
Can you believe that Isla Scotch, which is known for being incredibly peaty and smoky and almost medicinal, would go so nicely with Sour Patch Kids?
So the smoky, earthy flavors of this whiskey really cut through the sour and sweet of the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, it creates like this really complex flavor of sweet and sour and salty and sweet, and it's incredible.
All right, so for those of you that have had Ardbeg before, you already know what kind of like pungent, smoky, earthy flavors you're going to be getting from this. Oh my god. The Sour Patch Kid helps to reduce some of the smokiness and sharpness of the Ardbeg.
But it doesn't kill it either.
No.
So you're still getting some of that smokiness. So it's like you're eating a Sour Patch Kid that's been smoked.
Wow, what a pairing. This is perfect.
I completely agree. I feel like this really just enhances both flavors.
If you're hosting a whiskey tasting at Halloween time and you want to pair some of these together, any one of these will be a great choice for you.
So every Halloween, you can go back to this video, watch it, get some ideas, and do a tasting for your Halloween party.
What's your favorite Halloween candy? What did we miss here tonight? What wasn't included on the list that should have been? And what would you pair it with?
In the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe, and let your friends know about us, because we're here just for you.
Cheers. And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!